Hey guys, and welcome back to the kitchen. I am about to do dinner, or I'm thinking of what to do for dinner. And today is going to be a whatchamacallit kind of night because, I sort of challenged myself that I wouldn't buy any more meats till the time we leave. I have to replenish the vegetable drawer and condiment section and stuff, but I think our freezer is looking quality enough that I think I can come up with different recipes. And we are going to use one of our beloved gadgets, the InstantPot. I don't know where you've lived if you've never heard of the InstantPot. And this sort of came about because we were looking for a appliance that we could take with us as well to our cross-country trip. And anything in a van or a camper, space is always at a premium, so we definitely wanted to get something that could do a lot of things with one pot. And we have slow cookers, we have steamers, and they're all like 7 different appliances all around this kitchen. So we were converts. We decided to get one and try it out, and we just like it now, and I use it fairly often, and so does Ryan. So tonight I looked at what I had in the freezer and sort of what I felt like. I found some pork ribs, kind of, yay big pork ribs, and I looked what I had in the vegetable drawer, and I saw some ginger and garlic and onions, and my brain automatically goes always Asian. Every time I try to think of a whatchamacallit recipe, I'm always most comfortable with the flavors of what goes into an Asian dish. So for tonight's dinner, we are going to try to put together a whatchamacallit pork ribs. Let's get started. All right, so we have a bowl of spare ribs here, and like I said, they're kind of cut a little bit smaller, not just like the real baby back ribs that you see at barbecue places. It's not, it's like really almost cubed spare ribs, which what I found easier to calculate when you're cooking for two is it's always easier, I find, to cook for a large crowd than it is just for the two of us, because a lot of these meats come in sort of bulk. So Ryan and I eat fairly well, so I will cook this whole thing, and I'm actually traveling for the rest of the week, so Ryan can have the leftovers. But if you just want to pick at it, obviously half of it, and this is keep the rest in the same marinade if you want for future use. So I have that. I sort of found half a red onion in there, and ginger. Why not? Let's add some ginger. I always have some garlic here, and soy sauce. Now, if you had tamari, that would be probably better. It's just, but again, I'm not buying anything else. And I always have, whoops, can you see that? I always have sesame oil. A little goes a long way, but I love the fragrance of sesame oil. And, rice vinegar. Maybe put some chili paste in there, and let's see where that takes us. So I have the InstaPot on saute, just so it starts heating up. But let me chop up these ingredients, and let's start pressure cooking. Let's make the sauce. Bowl, whisk. Soy sauce, about a 1/4 cup. If you want it really saucy, pour that in there. Rice wine vinegar. Twice as much. Okay. Some lovely sesame oil. Again, a little bit goes a long way. And let's go put some brown sugar. I don't know. Just balance. Life needs balance. So let's put about a quarter of a cup. As you can see, I don't really do measuring. So there is that. Let's go put that down. Mix. And because I didn't have any hoisin sauce, I'm gonna add some liquid seasoning. Just a bit of whatever you have. Just keep mixing. I'm gonna add some salt and pepper, taste, and I think it's good. Okay, so I think I'm ready to put the meat into the Instant Pot. Now, I added some lime and some balsamic vinegar into my sauce as well. And I think, you know, that's sort of the beauty of cooking at home, is that you can just experiment, and really you're only limited by your fear of not trying stuff. So I added that with some salt and pepper, and I tasted it, and it tasted fantastic. So we will now brown the meats. I will still boil them after they're cooked, but I think we need to get them into the pressure cooker for now. So let's get that going. Okay, so I have the last of the ribs kind of sauteing, and again, the idea of this is not to cook it, it's just maybe to brown it a little bit. And so now that that's going, I'm going to tuck in the ginger. Started to flavor the oil already, right? It's going to pressure cook in there. So I have like 2 ribs in here, so that's going to stay there while I saute the ginger. And all the brown bits in the bottom, you know, we all know that that's going to deglaze when we pour the sauce in, so don't worry about that. But yeah, you know, this is the beauty of cooking at home. You just sort of do what you want. It's your house. You know, I can understand people who own restaurants, like there's a certain people pay money to go there to experience, and I love going out as much as anybody else, but you know, there's something to be said about being able to just cook at the house. So the ginger's there. I'm gonna chuck in the onions in there to get that sauteing, as well as the garlic. Now I have a whole ton of garlic because I love garlic anyway, so if you don't want garlic, don't put it in. But I would suggest you do. I recommend you do, because I mean, garlic, just the smell alone. So that's all getting happy in there. Oh, that smell of garlic and onions and ginger and what have you. So that's just getting happy in there. So just wait a few minutes before you put back the meat that you just sauteed, and we're going to put the pressure cooker to work after the sauteing part. So once you smell the garlic in there, okay, I have, here's the semi-sauteed meat. Go ahead and put it back in there. It's not all going to fit in one layer. This is a small InstaPot, so just put them on top of each other. So arrange it a little bit. Alright. Make sure everything is happy in there. Well, it's easier to hold this like this. Okay. Okay. Alright, so the meat we have is in there. The onions are in there. And You will see here at the bottom are all those brown bits, right? Okay, over there, all that. We are going to pour, oops, smoking up, smoking. Okay, we're ready to deglaze. So here's the sauce. Go ahead and pour that in. And mix that all around. Okay, and I am adding, I don't know, quarter cup of water. Same bowl, pour that in. And now, all right, so meat, sauce, everything is InstaPot. And I had just switched it from sauteing to pressure cooking. And I started with 30 minutes because it's very small pieces. I don't think it's gonna take as long as if you had gigantic pieces, but you know, I've definitely had it where I had to maybe add another 10 minutes. So the beep just went on, and when you hear that beep in the Instant Pot, it doesn't mean that the 30-minute timer starts then. It's just the Instant Pot telling you that, hey, I'm just starting my journey to getting this pot pressurized, and it will beep again to tell you, okay, the 30 minutes is starting. So probably all in all, it's going to take about 45-50 minutes to really just get food done. But it's not too bad starting an hour ago where I even didn't think what we wanted for dinner. So let me clean up the paste and let the Instant Pot do its thing. Soft enough. Yep. And there we have it. Whachamacallit pork ribs. I just toasted the ribs in the broiler and I put it back in the sauce, and I put some chopped scallions and some fried garlic. And that is dinner.